When Prince Harry heard a 15-year-old story, he knew he had to talk to the boy alone. In recent years, Prince Harry has focused on helping others. So while visiting a charity that benefits children, he made an effort to talk to the kids. But after he heard one 15-year-old story, he made a surprising decision to have everyone clear out of the room. Like Prince William before him, Harry was born at the private Lindo Wing of St Mary's Hospital in London. He came into the world 2 years following his brother, on September 15, 1984. And the younger son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana was always close to his late mother. In fact, it was Harry's mother who encouraged him to have some semblance of a normal life, despite growing up behind palace walls. She had the most wonderful sense of humor and always wanted to make things fun for us, as well as protect us, he told Newsweek in 2017. And his enthusiasm for helping others is something that Harry apparently inherited from Diana. Princess Diana was known as the People's Princess, in part because of her charitable nature. She helped reduce the stigma around those living with HIV and introduced her sons to the homeless so that they could understand the plight of others. So after she died in a car crash at the age of 36 in 1997, Harry wanted to continue her work. "I intuitively know what my mother would like me to do and want to progress with work she couldn't complete," Harry told Newsweek. The prince was just 2 weeks shy of his 13th birthday when he lost his mother. And in recent years, he has spoken openly about how much it shaped him. Harry famously had to walk behind Diana's coffin at her funeral, and he admits that it was an extremely difficult moment in his life. "I don't think any child should be asked to do that, under any circumstances," he said in the candid interview. "I don't think it would happen today." Both the emotional impact of that day and the absence of his mother had a profound effect on Harry. And over the years, he began to make headlines for his wayward and rebellious ways. Harry received treatment after he was caught smoking cannabis and courted controversy when he went to a party dressed as a Nazi. He was also photographed naked during a wild night in Las Vegas. Today, Harry does not try to hide the fact that he was heading down a dark path. In fact, he told The Telegraph in 2017 that he was very close to a complete breakdown on numerous occasions. However, he finally managed to change that with the support of his loved ones. Harry has revealed that his friends and his brother urged him to seek professional help. "Look, you really need to deal with this. It is not normal to think that nothing has affected you," they reportedly told him, according to The Telegraph. So the prince went to a therapist and was able to work through his grief. "My search began when I was in my mid-20s. I needed to fix the mistakes I was making," Harry told Newsweek. "My mother died when I was very young. And he eventually realized that he should channel his energy into helping others in need instead, so he did just that. I didn't want to be in the position I was in, but I eventually pulled my head out of the sand, started listening to people and decided to use my role for good," Harry explained. "I am now fired up and energized and love charity stuff, meeting people and making them laugh. I sometimes still feel I am living in a goldfish bowl, but I now manage it better." Harry confesses that he isn't a totally changed man when it comes to his wild side. However, he uses his own past to connect to others. "I still have a naughty streak too, which I enjoy and is how I relate to those individuals who have got themselves into trouble," he added to Newsweek. Following Diana's sudden death, William and Harry were raised by their father. But there have been rumors that Harry and Charles have had a somewhat strained relationship in the past. One of the main sources of tension was believed to be Charles's relationship with his now wife Camilla, who he had an affair with during his marriage to Diana. What's more, Charles can reportedly be preoccupied with his responsibilities at times. It is a slightly tricky relationship, because Charles has always been quite a remote figure. He has always been consumed by work, royal biographer Penny Junor told the Daily Beast in 2017. "That's not a product of a lack of love. It's a product of the fact he is so focused on his work and the need to make a difference in the world." Over the years, Harry has started his own charitable movements. In particular, he is fervent about helping people who have served in the armed forces. And it's no surprise that the cause is an important one to the young prince, who carried out 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan during his decade in the British Army. Harry works with the Endeavour Fund that, through a variety of activities, offers support to servicemen and women that have been injured. And that's not all, because he also started the Invictus Games. This sporting event sees wounded veterans competing in categories such as indoor rowing, wheelchair basketball and sitting volleyball. Interestingly, it was Harry's efforts to help others that apparently bonded him with Meghan when they first met. The couple were set up on a blind date where they reportedly connected over their humanitarian work. So after they got married and were named the Duke and Duchess of Sussex by the Queen, they began carrying out charitable duties together. During their first year of marriage, Harry and Meghan went on an overseas tour, spending more than 2 weeks visiting Australia, New Zealand, Fiji and Tonga. There, they were introduced to various youth programs and conservational projects. And the couple has also lent their support to initiatives closer to home. In February 2019, Harry and Meghan took a trip to Bristol in southwest England. On their first stop, they visited the Old Vic, which is the oldest theatre in England still in consistent use. This theatre has a program that works with young people, and so the Duke and Duchess watched one of their workshops in action. Harry and Meghan also went to 125, a charity that offers help and support to street sex workers and women battling issues such as addiction. There, the Duchess was helping to put together food parcels when she came up with an idea. She wrote messages of support onto the bananas included in the packages. But the couple's day in Bristol didn't end there. Harry and Meghan stopped by Empire Fighting Chance, an organization at Empire Boxing Gym that works with children who are struggling at school. The charity's mission is to stop young people in that position from spiraling into joblessness or becoming criminals. Through boxing, Empire Fighting Chance helps youths build up their confidence, as well as learn self-discipline. And it also encourages them to work on having a healthy mind and body. Harry and Meghan saw a taste of that during their time with the organization and met a group of 200 children. But of all the children that Harry and Meghan encountered, there was one that stood out in particular. The prince was told about a child named Iaston Jones, who had been engaging with Empire Fighting Chance. And once he heard the boy's story, he knew what he had to do. So what was it about Jones that struck a chord with Harry? Well, it turned out that the royal had something heartbreaking in common with the 15-year-old. And as someone who knows what it's like to get into trouble, he seemingly wanted to help the young man change his life, and hopefully his future. In fact, Harry is often praised for his ability to bond with young people. During his trip to Australia, the Duke allowed a boy with Down syndrome to play with his beard. Then in January 2019, Harry and Meghan crouched down when they met some blind children to allow the kids to feel their faces. Perhaps it's Harry's connection with people, along with his cheeky nature, that has made him so popular with the public. Indeed, it was determined in 2018 that he is liked more than any other members of his family. A survey found that 77% of Britons approve of Harry, with 74% thinking positively of the Queen and 73% liking William. Now, Harry is preparing to welcome a child of his own. Kensington Palace confirmed in October 2018 that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are expecting a baby in the spring of 2019. Since then, Meghan has revealed that she is due to give birth in late April or early May. And in January 2019, Harry talked about becoming a parent during a meeting with young leaders. As someone who is about to become a father, I am acutely aware of our shared responsibility to make this world more resilient and its inhabitants more accountable for the next generation, he said. The only way to see real progress is not by chance, it's by change. Before the pregnancy announcement, Harry had made no secret of his desire to have a family of his own. In fact, the prince even discussed it during the couple's first interview following their engagement in November 2017. One step at a time, and hopefully we will start a family in the near future, he told the BBC. Clearly, Meghan has no doubts surrounding what Harry will be like as a father. According to Rebecca Blundell, who in January 2019 met the Duchess in Birkenhead, she had something touching to say about her husband. Meghan then came and I asked her if she was excited for the impending arrival, Blundell told the Daily Mail. She said she was thrilled and that Harry would be a fantastic father. When the boy told Prince Harry a 15-year-old story, Prince wanted to talk to that boy alone. The thing to think about is that what will be such a story, which after hearing Harry told everyone to go from there, and only let the boy state who told the story. Watch our video on this and tell us your thoughts in the comments box. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more related videos.